back to my channel. So for today's video, I'll be talking about the few things that I've learned on my first year of being a first-time mom. The first thing I'm going to talk about is how I thought it was going to be easier. I never thought it was going to be easy, but I definitely thought it was going to be easier than what it is, because I don't know, I just did not know how hard you really have to work. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I know that it's different in every situation. I know it's hard when both parents have to go to work, or when there's only one parent. In my case, I'm a stay-at-home mom and his dad is working all day. Sometimes he has to stay overnight. So I'm the one that's with the baby most of the time. I'd say about 90% of the time. And I wouldn't have it any other way, because I do love staying with him. But especially the first few months, I found it extremely hard. I felt sometimes like I couldn't take it, and at the same time I blamed the hormones, and I know that I was going through the baby blues and it wasn't easy adding all of those things. But I don't know, like now I know and I see why people say that being a parent is the hardest job in the world, but at the same time it's the most satisfying, because I believe in that 100%. You work so hard, you stay up all night, you're with your baby while they're at their best and at their worst, but at the end of the day, you wouldn't have it any other way. Another thing that I did not know is that I can function on little to no sleep. Before, I was like the sleep queen. I can have naps like at any hour of the day. Naps were my thing. Especially when I got pregnant, the first 3 months, it was crazy. Like, I would go to work, go to school, and the days that I didn't go to school, I would come out of work around 3 o'clock, and I would like come here as soon as I can, lay on my bed, be there for like 2 hours, wake up, have dinner, make dinner, go out, do whatever we had to do, come back and go to sleep like if I haven't slept all day. It was the craziest thing. But napping was like, I used to love it so much, but now it's impossible, because you think like early in the morning your baby may wake up super early and you're like, okay, well, at least I do this in my head. I'm like, all right, he's going to sleep at this certain time, and then I try to plan out the rest of the day. Okay, he's going to sleep at this time, and I'm gonna try to sleep at that time. And then when he wakes up, I gotta feed him, I gotta play, I gotta shower him, I gotta give him a bottle, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. But when he naps, I'm gonna try to nap. But then when it's his nap time, I have to stay up cooking, cleaning, I don't know, like doing other things around the house. When he's asleep, that's kind of like me time. Like, it's my time to go online. I still go to school, so I have to do some work online, and by the time I'm done, he's already waking up again to start the whole routine all over again. So there is no time for sleep, like at all. At all. In the first months, it was definitely difficult, because he was waking up every 2 hours, as a lot of babies do. Every 2 hours, and I would be pumping. Like I said in other videos, I used to pump. So I would feed him, pump, go to sleep for like half an hour or an hour. He would wake up again. We would do the same routine all night long. And then by 9 o'clock, my boyfriend leaves to work, and I would stay alone with the baby. And when he was a newborn, yes, he would sleep all day, but I couldn't sleep throughout the day. Like, I would be up doing things around the house. The first week I tried to nap as much as I could, because I was exhausted. But after that, there was no way. Like, I always had something to do. As he got older, I did get like a little more sleep at night. Now, actually, he's only waking up once at night, and my boyfriend always takes over. Like, he'll bring him into the bed, he gives him his bottle, and he goes to sleep. There's not too much fussing around at night, so I do get a whole night's sleep. So that's why I'm so much happier. I feel like I have so much energy, like I can do a lot throughout the day. I did function. It was crazy that I was able to do everything I did with little to no sleep. The next thing that has happened in this year of being a first-time mom is that my relationship with my boyfriend has become stronger, in the sense that I feel like he's the only one who understands me. There's millions of moms out there, and I know there's like these forums that you can look into, put your questions, look for your answers, and family members, friends that you can speak to. But inside my home, he's the only one who understands me. He knows what I'm going through at night, what he's going through at night. We understand each other 100%. So whenever I'm down or something, he's always been good at like realizing when something's not right with me. He's always there for me. But now he doesn't even have to speak. He just takes over whatever it is that has me frustrated, or vice versa. I help him. And we're just like so much stronger now than we were before. Don't get me wrong, we do argue sometimes because he thinks certain things are right for the baby, and I think that my way is the right way because I'm with him all day and I know him. But I've learned to like give him that slack and let him do what he wants to do with the baby at his time. And then when the baby's with me, I'll do things my way. Like, why fight about it if we're both looking to do what's best for him? Or if he's doing things wrong, he's not, because nobody's doing everything 100% right. We're all learning in this process. And if he needs help with something, I can help him. But if he's good with the baby, I just let him be with him. Better for me. I can do other things. I can paint my nails. I can go to the corner store. I can do other things while he's with the baby and spending time with him. And when the baby is sleeping, that's like our time. Like, we appreciate that time so much because, he's working. And then when he's home, we're with the baby. We have dinner together sometimes if he's here. When he goes to sleep, it's our time to relax. We watch so many shows together. We recently got into This Is Us, and we were able to watch 2 whole seasons, and we finished it in about 3 weeks. And that is something that we would never do because we would always go outside. We would go out to eat, to movies. We weren't big like Netflix and chill people. We would just not really care about those shows unless we were home and we were watching something in the spur of the moment. But now with the baby, now that we're home a lot more, we have the chance and that time to sit together and watch these shows and like catch up with each other. And it's really nice to have that time to ourselves because, every couple needs their time. A big thing that I learned is that not everything is going to go as planned. For example, I wanted him to walk by like 10 months because I walked at 8, my boyfriend walked at 10. He's about to be a year old and he's still not walking. I mean, he's cruising around, he pushes his little carts and he walks with that. But unless I'm like telling him, come on, let's get up, let's go walk, and like getting him excited to do it, he won't do it on his own. He'll just crawl around, cruise around, standing, holding onto furniture, but it's not something that he's doing on his own yet. And I know the time will come, but I'm just so impatient and I want him to walk. Everyone keeps telling me, you don't want him to walk because once he starts walking, you're not gonna rest for sure. But I'm excited. Another example of things not going as planned was that I wanted to breastfeed exclusively. I wanted to breastfeed him directly, like, have that bond, but it just didn't happen. He wouldn't latch on. We had a very hard time. Even though he did drink breast milk for 9 months, I still feel like I missed out on that bond. And I just wish we could have had that, but maybe with me next one. Another thing that I wasn't planning on doing was feeding him like store-bought food. I give him, let me go get it. I give him the beech nut naturals whenever we're like out or something. It won't focus. But these are just like, this one is just mango, kiwi, and papaya, and the ingredients are mango, kiwi, and papaya. Like, these are the only ones that I will give him every once in a blue if we're out and about and like I didn't bring anything with me. I do cook for him a lot, but he'll have these like once a week or twice the most. I was always one of those moms, I'm not gonna give my child those canned foods because they're canned. I mean, they're in a glass. Same thing for me. I worked at a daycare, and I would see those kids eating like these nasty things. Like it would be like mac and cheese, and I would read the ingredients, and it would have all of these preservatives, and it looked disgusting to me. Like, I get it, that's what some parents have to do, but I didn't want to do that because I'm home. I have the time. What else am I gonna do if I'm not cooking for him? I'm trying to give him like the best I can, but there are times when I just can't cook because we're out and about, and then I have a lot of things to do at home, and I just didn't have the time on a certain day to cook a whole bunch of meals for him for the week. But if I have to give him one of these, I will, because he's not gonna stay hungry all day. So with that, I learned not to like push myself too hard and like criticize myself, like, why are you giving your son this when you can be giving him a homemade meal? Like, no, it's okay to sometimes do what you think is right for your own child. Not every little thing you do is going to be perfect, and that's okay, because we're not perfect, guys. One big thing I learned is that it gets hard, and then it gets easy, and then as soon as you think you got the hang of it, it gets hard again. So in the first few months, your baby sleeps a lot, and they're not so cranky as they are when they hit, I think, 3 months. Well, my son became extremely cranky when he started teething. He started teething very, very early, but his teeth didn't pop out until right about 5. It was right before he turned 5 months. At 3 months, he was teething and teething. Like, he would stick his fingers in his mouth, and he would be just scratching onto his gums and crying. It was really bad at 4 months when he would just cry and cry and cry. And I thought I was gonna go insane. There would be days when he would cry the entire day, and I didn't know what to do. I would burp him. I would change his diapers constantly. I would give him milk. I would feed him. I would cuddle him, and nothing would work, and it was because he was teething. So once his teeth came in, he was okay. We had a few months of him being super happy, and then the growth spurts come in, and that's when your baby starts going insane. And you think you're gonna go insane because they go through these things where they just have to eat so much more, they have to sleep so much more, and their mood changes throughout these things too. Or when they're going through, I think it's called developmental milestones. That's when they're learning how to be more mobile, eat on their own, put food in their mouth, drink with a sippy cup, hold their sippy cup, hold their cup, hold their bottle. These things mess with their sleep, and you know, if you don't sleep right, then you're gonna be cranky. If it's not that, it's the teething. So I would always be like, yes, I got the hang of it, everything's okay, and then a month later, wah, wah, all day long, and it would drive me insane. And I would think, am I doing this wrong? Am I being a good mom? But you know what? It's totally normal. Something else that I've learned is that I need time for myself. I'm very fortunate that I have my boyfriend who's super supportive. I have my mom who will take care of my son whenever I need her to. If it's to go to the gym or even just do my nails, someone is always there to watch him. I don't take advantage of it. I barely ask people, like, look at my hair. My hair is looking crazy because I just don't want to bother people asking them to please watch him so I can be 5 hours at a salon. My boyfriend he won't hesitate to stay with him if I have to go do my nails. Like last week I went to do my nails. They're not that crazy, but I just needed like an hour to myself. And that's like everything. It makes me feel so much better. I come back with so much more energy to be with him. The very last thing is take pictures. I take pictures of him like every day. I barely have space on my computer, but I'm taking these pictures because I look back and it's only been 11 months, almost a year. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what I would have done if I wouldn't have taken a picture like every day. I know I'm crazy, but I like taking pictures of him. And I sit there and I look back and I feel like the pictures that I'm looking at are from like 5 years ago, because it feels like it's been so long since he was like this little. Those pictures just mean everything to me, so take a lot of pictures. For me, it's bittersweet because I want, like I said, I want to see him walking. I want to see him developing into his own character, but at the same time, I want him to stay a baby. And I know he's always gonna be my baby, but physically, mentally, everything else, he's just growing up so fast that having all these pictures makes me feel so much better that I'm going to have all those memories and I'll be able to show him the first time he sat up, videos of him walking, and it's just so exciting. These are some of the things I've learned on the first year of being a first-time mom. I would love it if you guys would leave a comment down below telling me a few things that you guys learned on the first year of being a mommy. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.